Hi guys, Nicola Chan here, and this is EMDR vlog number 9, I believe. So this session, I wasn't sure what I was going to go in for the session for. I just spent a weekend away with my partner, and I think update from the last video, we're back together. Can you keep up with lesbian relationships? I saw a meme actually, and it was these two lesbians, and they'd had one argument and they'd broken up, and then the next one was them lying in bed cuddling, saying, "Will you marry me?" It's pretty much like that. But anyway, we had a bit of a triggering weekend about body image, and I am a body confidence coach. I sometimes get triggered with body image with hormones because that is the default for me if I'm feeling other emotions, is to layer in body image because it's a habit. So even though I've changed my emotions and I've changed my beliefs around it, there's still a habit of thinking that way. That if a heavier emotion comes in, to avoid it subconsciously, my mind will pop in body image. So I think that's the problem. You know, a lot of people have body image because they think that's the problem, because society says it's a problem you can do something about. So then you start doing things to resolve that problem, i.e. diet, gym more, whatever it is you do to change your body image. You think you can, and then you feel you have control over your life. Whereas if you look at what's underneath, or where you actually feel like you're not in control of your life, and deal with that instead, you'll actually find a resolve and you'll get some healing. So being triggered by body image was obviously not pleasant. It made me feel all sorts of things that I'd felt many, many years ago, and started looking up plastic surgery for my body. Now, when I find myself spiraling off to things like that, and within my recovery, I have every now and then just weighed myself, or every now and then just counted some calories, and I've caught myself doing it. And then I stop and I check in, what's the real emotion here? What's really going on? Do I need love? Do I need attention? Do I need some validation? What is it? And go and ask for that, get that need met, or get that need met by myself, and don't do anything about my body, because my body is not the problem. Society is the problem. So the biggest thing that came from the weekend was gratitude. I was grateful that someone had triggered my body image, because it showed me there was still more work to be done. And I had my pending EMDR session in the week coming. So I asked my therapist, can we work on this? Now, the body image that I wanted to work on is something that is going to be coming up for me in the future, which is why I'm showing this video, because it is about explanting. If you don't know what that is, I have implants. I've had them for probably 18 years, a very long time. You're supposed to change them every 10 years, and they're not sitting right in my body anymore. They don't suit me anymore. I got them because I was very insecure, and I wasn't a body confidence coach. It was before my eating disorder. It was before my body dysmorphia. It was before many, many things. So that's a long time I've had them. Where I was at the time when I got them was a very different place to where I'm at now. And I've always been very aware that I am a body confidence coach. I help people to overcome issues with their body, which I did with mine. I just kind of forgot that I had implants, because I've had them for so long. They feel like they are my body now, but they're not. And to go back to my original body triggers me, and it triggers what happened to my original body when I experienced sexual trauma. I'm not going to talk about that on here, because that's not what this video is about. But a lot of people that have issues with body image and food have had some sort of sexual trauma, because there is no way of gaining control, because it's a situation you were out of control. And a lot of people, to gain control of their lives, use food or change their body image, especially as this is something that happens to your body. And you might feel like, if I change my body, if I become more masculine, or if I gain a load of weight, I won't be desirable or attractive to a perpetrator. And this happens on a subconscious level. So I don't know, in the near future, in the very, very near future, I am going to remove my implants. Now, it's going to be, well, I say it's going to be a big challenge. The same way a 70-year-old would come to me for NLP and say it's going to be a big challenge to remove my 50-year phobia of spiders. But even that is a belief. It's a limiting belief, because it's limiting you. So if I say that, of course, I've got those beliefs now because I haven't done the work on it yet. This is me doing the work on myself to make peace with my body image. Now, I did a lot of work on myself before to make peace with the rest of my body, and in terms of how fat and thin I am, how muscular I am, and the shape of my body, and to be able to just be in my body and use it as the vehicle that it is to take me to my dreams, to take me around life, to experience life, to be able to see it through my own eyes and not just keep looking at it in the mirror, because that is a waste of your life. That's how I used to live. So I had so much healing on it, which is why I created the Body Confidence course, to help others with it, because I came out the other side. Now, in terms of breasts, I am way back at the beginning and I now need to do the work again. But because I know it's possible, because I made so much peace with every other area of my body, I know I can do it with this too. Because why do I need breasts? Why do I need fake breasts? Because society told me so. The age and time that I was when it happened, that was the beauty standard. So even though it's not necessarily the beauty standard now, some people still have that opinion. But these days it's moved on to ass, having a big butt and having smaller boobs is not a problem. It still is seen as a sign of femininity. And so what I'd like to do is create my own beauty standard. I don't want to go against the norm, because beauty standards were made by men for men, and I am not even attracted to men. I haven't called myself a lesbian, but I am in a gay relationship with another female, and I don't have the desire to be with anybody else. So if that makes me a lesbian, then I'm a lesbian. I don't have the desire to be attractive to men, because what's the point? I'm not trying to have a relationship with anybody else. And what I did to my body before was all for the male gaze. It was all for the male gaze. So now I have a partner who loves me as I am. Not that I didn't have before, because I definitely did. My husband loved me as I was also. And I still changed my body when I was with him, because I was so insecure. It was about me and it was something that I needed. But it's something that I no longer need. And it's not a future me's problem, if that makes sense. So this video is me looking after myself, doing the work, NLP on myself and EMDR, and changing those beliefs around body image. And at some point in the future, again, I will make a video detailing that vlog, because it's something that I've looked into before. And when I was going to get implants, I searched many videos on what might they look like, what was the surgery like, and people want to know these things. So if anyone is looking to take theirs out, or to even know it's possible, that you don't always have to keep getting new implants, that maybe the you that had them is not the you who you are now, and is not the you who you will be in the future. And I know a lot of people also who've had issues with their implants. Fortunately, I haven't, but there are people who've had issues with their health and they need to have them removed for that reason. And I want people to feel confident and comfortable that they can just embrace their normal body, and that small breasts are perfectly fine and normal and desirable and attractive. And I want to feel that way too. So I'm going to go first. And I will, of course, include that as part of my body image work that I do with other people, because I've done everything else. And what I've been able to do myself, I've facilitated for others. What else to say on that topic? So when I did my EMDR, we haven't finished because it was deep trauma. As I said, it was sexual trauma. So I am shameful. The negative cognition I had in that session was I am shameful, and I felt it 10 out of 10 distressed. By the end of the session, it was down to 3 out of 10. Now, my positive cognition, so everyone has a different one. It might be the opposite of shame. I mean, what is the opposite of shame? For me, it was freedom. And I want to feel free in my body and that I'm perfect as I am. So once I have that belief, why would I not go back to my natural body? So therapy is amazing. It's the freedom you're going to have in your own mind, the freedom to make choices for yourself, the freedom to decide for yourself, to advocate for yourself. What is my beauty standard? What is acceptable for me? What boundaries can I set in my life to live the life that I want? That is empowering. That is, I want to sweat, effing empowering. So that's EMDR video vlog number 9. I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now.